Scared of spiders? Once had the one the size of my face crawling around my tent while camping. Sprayed it with sunscreen and lit it on fire, then put it on the stake in the front of your campsite. Good lord, man, that's amazing. Oh, we can stun this guy over and over with the bounty hunter as well. That's amazing. That is going to be exceptionally helpful. Okay. I've got a slightly similar story to that Soul Reaper. I'm not really terrified of spiders. We usually just let them out once we see them in the house, but I had a camping trip once to this lake that was just infested with biting flies. And it was just the most terrible thing. Biting flies everywhere. It was like almost walking through, you know, it would be the equivalent of scenes from The Mummy of locusts just swarming everywhere. God, it was awful. Like, I don't know why we chose to go to that place. And every night we had to wrap ourselves up in, like, cocoons because they didn't sleep. I swear to God, they were on 12-hour shifts of coming back to torment us. And it was just this miserable experience. So every day we were just trying to keep ourselves sheltered around, you know, like blankets and stuff. Like, we didn't want to go around because there's just biting flies everywhere. And again, like, I can't begin to tell you or explain to you why we decided to go to this place, but eventually we decided to start trying to enact our revenge upon the freaking things. And my buddy, I honestly don't even know how he did it, but he managed to trap one. I guess it was with a cup or something, and he trapped it in something and managed to cripple it. And this was how obnoxious they had become to us as, you know, as younger teenagers. We wanted to make an example of this fly, like that big, to show the others that we were no longer to be fucked with. So we took this fly, crippled it to the point where it couldn't move anymore, and then we just started to, I swear to God, Saw style, we started to take this thing apart little by little. And it gets morbid from here on out, to be honest, because we were watching to make sure it stayed alive as long as possible. And we were just, like, ripping its legs off, tearing off the wings. God, it was awful. But, like, I tell you, like, this was the point. This was probably, like, a day and a half into the trip of just torture from these things. And we got to the point where we just basically had a torso of a fly, whatever you want to call that. That was all that was left. And we took that, and we put it on a pencil, and we presented it for the remainder of the flies to see. And we held that there at the end of the table, in between, you know, runnings of a picnic table. That was where it stood, as a warning to the rest. And no more flies bit us for the remainder of the trip. No, I'm fucking with you. They all, they didn't give a shit. They kept doing it, and then that just ended up being one of the worst camping experiences we ever had, but God, was it not fucking satisfying to watch that thing suffer, man. Like, back in the heat of the moment, we were all just, we were crowded around it like fucking animals. We were just saying, yeah, fucking rip its legs off. Ugh, get it. So, that's my, that's my camping story. Hope you enjoyed it.